Hello Sega fans, hello Football Manager fans, hello Smoke Mirror fans, hello Johnny Organ fans. Today we'll be reviewing Football Manager Handheld 2013 for the Android device. And just before we even get started on the review, I have to apologise because this video to make has been an absolute pain in the arse. First and foremost, it's not the most visually arresting game to review. There isn't even any audio. So trying to make this an interesting video has been an absolute chore. My video editing program as well also seems to hate the video. It seems to freeze on certain frames. Don't know why, never happened before. I think it's just because there's so many static shots that it just sort of freezes on certain ones. Anyway, to the game. Football Manager Handheld 13 is a sequel to Football Manager Handheld 12. Surprise, surprise. Is it much different from Football Manager 12? Well, yes and no. It's a bit like any football game really. If you're a fan of them, you sort of need to know the mechanics of the previous game to see where the changes are. Visually, it's exactly the same looking as Football Manager 12, but that's not really a bad thing because the interface has always been really good. The touchscreen interface has always been really good. Everything seems to work the way it should. If you press a name, you kind of know what's going to happen, that you're going to go in and you're going to view things about that person. There's a new feature which is flashed up just now, which is a player comparison thing, which works really well. It's actually a handy little tool. You can also choose a captain, which for some reason you couldn't do in Football Manager 2012. But there's an argument there that you could say, well, there isn't that much difference between the games. And you'd have a point to an extent, but the way the transfers work, the way the injuries work, it is a different beast, it is a different game. That's the only way I can explain it. Football Manager games have always been Football Manager games anyway. I've always been a Football Manager fan, but maybe the last few years I've kind of had to give up on the PC iterations, and the reason is I just simply don't have the time for them anymore. I think there's a lot of guys my age that feel the same way now. They've got families and girlfriends and wives and jobs and, you know, all this kind of stuff going on. It's really Football Manager on the PC is a full-time commitment, and it's an absolute pain in the arse to anyone that isn't playing the game because you dedicate so much of your life to it. This version is a lot more simple. Don't come into this and expect the gravitas of the PC version, because this is a lot simpler. And listen, there's a lot of arguments to be say, oh, it's not as realistic. Even the PC version of Football Manager doesn't have the option for wee dogs to run on during the game and put the match into complete disarray, or for, you know, like Turkey fans to set fire to their own teams. They're never going to be absolutely perfect, and Football Manager Handheld 13 knows what format it is, knows what it's for. It's a great idea because I can go on the bus, play 15 minutes of this, actually get 1 or 2 wee games on the go, forget about it, wait till I'm on the bus the next day, get another couple of games. That way I'm not upsetting my girlfriend, that way some housework gets done, that way I remember to change my underwear, and it works beautifully. The controls are really, the touchscreen interface is really good. It's really responsive, and also the visualization is very similar to the PC version. So if you have played the PC version, you get into this no bother, what I did. In the iPhone version, you can have multiple leagues playing at the same time. Okay, that just means that the database of players is a lot bigger as you're playing. You can only pick one league at a time in the Android version, and I don't know why that is. I just feel a bit cheated on that front, because I'm paying the same price and I'm not getting the same amount of players. That's disappointing. But everything else I really like. It's in depth enough without being too shallow. It's shallow enough without being too in depth. It seems really well balanced, and I'm just a bit worried that later on versions are going to be more complicated, just like their PC iterations, and I seriously hope not, because I'm enjoying this game. I'm enjoying it a lot. For me personally, it's the game I've played the most on my mobile phone in the past 3-4 months. I've maybe clocked up between 60-70 hours on it, at least. I'll probably clock up about another 30 easy. So that's 100 hours entertainment. So for $6.99 that seems pretty reasonable value. If you're a Football Manager fan, I think you'll enjoy it. I don't see anything particularly wrong with it. I think you'll like it, and I'd recommend it. If you're not a football fan, go and download Angry Birds. Cheer it.